I am playing Mario Kart Deluxe Worldwides every other day until I reach 20,000 VR. Join me on this exciting journey of highs and lows as we grind in these high VR online rooms. Let's go. And we are back with yet another episode of Road to 20,000 VR. And we are kicking things off here on GBA Snowland as I sit at 17,365 VR, exactly where I left off in that last episode. And I'm once again playing regionals, guys. You know, I didn't want to deal with not being able to find a lobby and suffering through that like last episode. So I am in a regional room, and it's actually quite crazy the VR levels I've encountered. You know, there's one other player with around my VR, another player with around maybe 30,000, but the rest of the room has like 1, 2, or 3,000 VR. It's pretty crazy to see. Hopefully that means I'll be in for an easy time here, some easy wins. But I guess I'll have to see. Maybe I'll see if I can find another room later in this video to try to find some high VR players, like in the last episode where I had a player with max VR, maybe steal some off then. Of course, it's always hard to consistently do that because those players seem to leave rather quickly once they see someone else is beating them and taking their VR. And I should mention, I'm rocking with Inkling Boy Ink Striker in today's episode. I've been wanting to showcase, you know, different combos for you guys. I know some of you really appreciate that as well. So this is yet another Wave 5 build that was really good when Wave 5 came out. Sorry, it still is really good, but rather it was used very heavily, and now it's just not the case. Even though Inkling Boy is practically the exact same as the Yoshi character class, it just sees no love for some reason. So I'm going to show some Inkling Boy some love. Wow, that was a very close shortcut there. And I think what I'll do here is chain my star at the double here. I'm actually going to hold on to the mushroom though. And we're in second. Oh, we pull the coin in the pocket, unfortunately. The blue shell is out. This player has the mushroom. Are they going to use the shortcut? Is it going to be in time? Did they fail? No, they didn't. They just passed the finish line. Bit of lag there. We take the second though, so not a bad first race. The blue shell was not there in time. And it looks like we're going to be waiting quite a bit, actually. There's still 3 players not even close to the finish line. There's the super late shock. I was worried about that. That's why I chained my star earlier. And okay, finally we can see our VR gain here. We get a plus 13. And we are back, 3DS DK Jungle for this next race. As we burn out, the player behind me burns out. It doesn't really matter in this lobby, I don't think. I was actually wrong in that last race. The player closest to me is actually only at 11,000. So we have a 31k player, myself at 17, an 11k player, and everyone else is 1 to 3,000. So it should be yet another fairly easy time here, but I definitely will join a different lobby later on in this session just to see if I can get some more variety, some higher level players, and maybe get some more VR gains, because I think that was only a plus 13 for a second place, which is, you know, better than losing VR, but that is a super slow pace to have. So definitely rather have, you know, the opportunity to at least get some more VR. Another thing I will mention, guys, is the fact that I have moved my webcam just for the time being. I want to try out some different spots on the screen. I feel like where it has been on the left side is the best place for this game. We get the shock dodge, but unfortunately it feels kind of out of place. You know, I'm kind of just floating there, and wow, I completely fail. I always have trouble on this section for some reason. And oh, we have the gold and it gets stolen. We have the bullet bill. Anyways, like I was saying, I moved it. I feel like it seems more of a, you know, good spot to have it where it is. I'm at the bottom of the screen. It kind of feels a lot more natural, but it does feel better on the side because it kind of blocks the screen a little bit less, but it feels out of place at the same time. So I think my 2 options really are to either move it and keep it to where it is in this video, or create some sort of screen overlay so it seems more in place. Of course, I do plan on keeping it the way it is as far as the green screen. I use a virtual green screen, guys, with OBS because of my video card, my GPU. So I want to keep it that way. I'm probably not going to have a background anytime soon. And I'm going to have to use my bullet bill. I'm not sure if that's the extension or not. I think I gotta wait just another second, but first is so far ahead. This is just going to go on forever, probably. Yeah, that was a pretty good bullet. We're going to go in the off-road. I have the ghost. Can we get yet another shock dodge here? We steal their coin. So let me know, like I said, in the comments if you guys want me to keep the webcam here, if you want me to change it, maybe get some sort of overlay. Another thing, another reason I'd rather keep it here. Okay, there's the shock. We get hit. We don't dodge. But the other reason I'd keep it here is just the fact that I could add the chat to my screen during live streams, and maybe have that on the left side instead. So I think that would look just as well. So like I said, let me know what you guys think. We get a second once again, another pretty chill race. This Birdo player is taking all the first from me though, so I'm expecting to really not get a lot of VR here. Maybe another like 10 or 15. Again, this lobby is super low rated, pretty typical for these regional rooms. That's why you see so many players with like max VR, because they pretty much just can farm these players like I'm doing without much of a challenge. We get plus 14, so not too bad. We are back on Wee Koopa Cape here for the next race, everybody. And I guess one of the big reasons I think people like regionals, at least a reason why I like regionals, is the fact that it's a lot more chill than worldwides. As you guys have seen, I've been just kind of talking to you guys, not really focusing too hard on the race, and still able to get a couple second places. Of course, another big thing is the fact that there's just a lot less lag. Oh, we just missed the snipe there. So you don't typically get, you know, crazy trails, get hit by nothing as often at least. And wow, that was a great banana. We get hit out. But I was going to say, I might try to actually focus up a little bit more this race and try to take down this player. Get a first place finally. We're already off to a bad start, but the blue shell is out. We should be able to catch up to them here very quickly. We have the mushroom. I'm going to save this for quite a while, I think. Use it on one of the shortcuts coming up here in the middle of the lap too. And I need some more coins though. I only have 4 right now. We're up to 5. They get blue shelled. We get triple mushrooms as well, and they're actually right here, so I will save this and go ahead and use one of the mushrooms here, and then we're gonna have a ton of mushrooms in the pocket. It's a pretty rough shortcut, but we still have so many mushrooms here that we should be able to pass them. Yeah, we're in first. Double mushrooms. Hopefully we don't get red shelled. Actually, they pass me back as soon as I take the lead. But we are neck and neck, and the rest of the pack is super far back. And wow, they try to back me, completely missed there. So we should be able to pull into first here, no problem. See, I can't quite tell what they have for an item. It's pretty much just going to be the two of us here. Okay, they have another green shell, so I'm going to swerve a little bit here. Try not to get comboed or anything. The blue is out, so if they take me out, they're going to get blued. If they don't, I can dodge with the mushroom here. So it's really not a big deal either way. And we can go ahead and dodge that. It looks like they did not get taken up by the blast radius. They did slow down maybe a little bit. Maybe my mushroom helped me boost, you know, ahead of them there. Go ahead and back that green. Get another item here. Well, we get another protection. I was thinking I would pull a coin. That's why I back my green to get another item. That would be some protection for double reds or something. And we are going to get red shell, but we have a green shell still. Super lucky pulls in first. You know, having that mushroom, being able to pull that into first, take that in the first. To dodge the blue shell really won me the race here. And it's going to be a while once again until the rest of the pack finishes here. But we should get maybe around plus 17 to plus 20. Somewhere's in that range. A little bit more than I've been getting so far. And I think the end of the pack is just finishing up here. Let's see. Okay, actually, they are now. We get a plus 19. And we're back. Hyrule Circuit for this next race. I think this is finally the last race I'll have in this room. I'm going to go ahead and probably just find a new lobby after this. Try to find some higher VR players, because it is honestly a little bit boring. You know, basically this other player in front of me here and myself are the only two with a chance of winning these rooms. Just kind of how it goes sometimes with these regional lobbies. And I'm actually going to mushroom up just to ensure I get a good double here. Well, we get the bomb. I think I will wait a second to place that. Maybe see if I can take them out. Go ahead and drop it there. It looks like I missed them, but I hit someone else behind me. I will, of course, be going for the shortcut. Oh, I missed the mini turbo there. Looks like they did it a little bit more effectively than I could. They are now in the lead. We're neck and neck, though. I might get red shelled. Okay, I don't get red shelled, thankfully. And I always forget the Ink Striker has a little bit more speed and less mini turbo than the Teddy Buggy. And the pipe frame, you know, the carts that I'm used to. So I don't think I'll be able to snake as effectively with this combo, unfortunately. No, that is a crazy vector glide on their end. When we get the snipe, we missed them. Is it going to bounce off the wall, though? It looks like it will not. We get double red shells, though, so I should be able to take them out here, no problem. With my red shells, they're going to block the first one with their super horn. We have another one, though. Oh, they're actually going to go for the item. So we hit them. We're in first with the shortcut, but they went around anyway, so they might actually pull a red shell and return the favor here. But actually, there's a couple players, to my surprise, really close to the pack. Never mind. It looks like they got taken out. For a second there, it looked like someone else had a chance. We get the coin in first. No surprise. There's still been no blue shell. No shock as well here. And I almost hit the wall there. I think I'll hold on to this. Just take the inside line. A little bit more inside than the double box. Not anything crazy. And oh no, I saw the red shell. They often break on that section for some reason. I think they just hit the inside and break. We get shocked anyway, so it didn't really matter. So I think what I'll do here is actually go for the double item, just in case, you know, something comes after us. We need some protection. We actually get bumped. Wow, they bump us right into the bat and they steal the first. Super unfortunate ending. Maybe I should have just taken the shortcut. I was really worried for nothing there. And we're going to take the second once again. A very unfortunate ending. We're going to have to wait once again quite long for the rest of the pack to finish. We should be able to secure another maybe plus 15, plus 13 for some VR gains here as we are still waiting. We're almost going to drive like a whole lap here after we finished. And these players are finishing up. Finally, it looks like that last player's crossing and we get a plus 14. And we are back playing in a new room here. We Moonview Highway. A couple mid to high 10,000s players, like, you know, 11, 12, 13, 17,000. Wow, that's the bomb car. We get trailed. This should be a better lobby, hopefully, at least some more close races. That last one was pretty bad with, wow, we almost get sniped again. Just with how far of a gap there was between the front of the pack and the back. You know, it was fun battling it out with that other player, but ultimately, you know, I was never really worried about getting a position lower than second, which I really don't see the fun in that, guys. Like, I always prefer a bit more of a challenge. Of course, there definitely is a way to find a balance between playing in worldwides where you're just getting, you know, lagged all the time and trailed and just not having fun, and playing in these regional lobbies where in general, you know, the player skill level is lower. We still have a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to test out this room. I might find a new room later if this one is also the same way. And okay, I avoided the bomb car. I cannot avoid that car. Avoid the other bomb car. And so far so good though. Like, this lobby, even though I've been playing pretty bad on this track, has been a lot closer for sure. So maybe this will give us some good races in the coming races here. We still have quite a few to go. I'm going to super horn. And I actually missed that player. I was trying to just take them out with the bomb car there, but I took myself out there, funny enough. Go ahead and back my fire, take out that player. And I think I'll stop messing around here, try to get back up to the front of the pack, try to win. We're getting comboed though by this player. Can we snipe them with the green shell? We miss. What about that one? We get fired again, but we can snipe that player back. The other player gets taken out. They hit the car. It looks like they were lagging actually. That player also hit the car. We missed the snipe. Look at the single. Yeah, the player in first has a little bit of a lead. But I feel like there may be a blue shell, maybe a shock here. That could definitely change things. See if I can back that player. And already this race is definitely a lot more competitive than we saw. And wow, those red shells just keep coming for me. But I guess they're actually coming for someone in second. Yeah, it looks like first place is out of the question, but we're going to secure yet another second. And there's the shock I was looking for. I guess it didn't really affect my race at least. But that is like 4 second places for today's video already. In like 5 races, and we get another plus 14. And we are back. GBA Cheeseland, once again, a new lobby. This lobby though, wow, it's actually mirror mode. I had no idea until right now. But this lobby has a max player, a couple 20,000 players, and a 30,000 player. So it should have, you know, quite a good VR gain yield if I do well. Be able to take some VR off these high rated players. And it's very strange, you know, we have so many high-rated players in this room, but no one's really bagging, you know, at least very high. This is Cheeseland, one of the best bagging tracks in the game, but yet at least the Miis I recognize from the high VR players are not even attempting to bag. I think that just goes to show, you know, the general level of skill in some of these regional lobbies. Not necessarily that bagging means you're good at the game, but especially on a track like Cheeseland where it seems almost crazy to not bag, at least in my experience. We get taken out, it doesn't really matter, it's lap 1 still. And of course you can run in 200cc, you know, running is a lot more viable on bagging tracks for the most part. But it seems crazy, you know, some of the 150cc bagging tracks just are definitely tracks you do not want to run. It almost never ends well. So I guess we'll have to see, you know, what happens at the end of the race, guys. If I get a good spot, if I'm going to eat my words and get a bad spot. But we're already here with the pack. I haven't even tried to take the shortcuts. I failed and the chain chomp took me out. So I think that just goes to show, you know, how broken this track is. Because they cannot even get any sort of breakaway from the back of the pack. And there's 2 players behind me that have bullets. Wow, we get taken out again. A stray banana got me that time. But we have a star here. I'll go ahead and chain this mushroom. Unfortunately, no bill extension. Wow, we get taken out again with another one. Okay, I can go ahead and use my star now. There's probably not going to be a shock. with this lobby. I'll hold on to my mushroom for now. I'll try to get the double item set. Looks like the blue shell is out. And I'm just going to slow down a little bit, actually, just so I can ensure I get the double box here. We can go for it now. That player's going to get blued in the front. We get the shock. We get hit by something else. I don't even know what that was that hit me. And I accidentally started my golden timer there. I just spammed that shock right away. Gonna go ahead and use that. We get the bump. We get a weird bump. I don't know what's going on. This is the weirdest Cheeseland race I've ever had. And we don't pull any mushrooms either. So I guess the bagging did not work out for me there. Go ahead and block that red shell at the last second. Can I take out this player? I miss. We finish in 7th. Probably the strangest Cheeseland race I've ever had. And let's see our VR loss for this next race. I guess there's still a couple players that are in the back still finishing up. I thought that was it, but we will see it now. We get a -5. And we're back. Bangkok Rush for the next race. Unfortunately, the Max VR player actually left the lobby and I didn't notice. I think they had a pretty bad race. They probably lost a lot of VR. But there's still a couple players, you know, 20k, 30k, and this has definitely been one of the stranger sessions I've ever had in this game. You know, trying to find these high VR rooms has been a struggle for sure. And that was also a very weird Cheeseland. You know, I pulled the shock and I spammed it, and I was actually not meaning to use my golden that early, but I got taken out by a banana. There's so many random bananas that just appeared out of thin air and took me out that race, funny enough, that I spammed my golden. If I would have held my golden after watching that clip back, I think I definitely could have pulled off the first if I could have taken the double shortcuts. Of course, like I said, I got taken out. I was basically at 0 speed, trying to accelerate with this comet from a standstill, which is definitely, you know, not very quick. And I was also a little bit in the off-road because of the banana, so I was trying to hop around the corner. So I think, you know, not much I really could have done in the moment. Maybe if I pulled a mushroom at the end, I could have salvaged a decent spot. But we're just going to move on. There's a super early shock there. We still have a bit of a lead. We've already managed to, you know, pull ahead from the rest of the pack. I'll go ahead and get my coins up to 10 just so I can block that red shell. There's the blue shell. Can we pull the super horn here at the last second from this next set? Wow, we actually can. A little bit better luck this time around on this next race, and we have a super lead. There's a free ground mushroom for me as well from the shock. Unfortunately, I'm going to get hit here. Never mind. I didn't know you could do that in this game. I just went for it anyways. I know you can if you have an item, but I guess you can just break red shells in this game by hitting the wall. I honestly had no idea what is going on. There's another shock as well. We're still in first by a little bit. We have a bit of a lead on the rest of the pack here. I'm going to get all the tricks in the world. I'm going to hit the wall here a little bit. I'm going to have to hop to recover. I think I'll use this coin. Get up to 10 here. We still have a little bit of a lead, you know, unless like triple reds come or something. I'm probably fine for the first. So what a contrast from that last race on Cheeseland. The ghost steals our banana. There's a blue shell. It doesn't matter. We get a quite easy first. I guess the blue shell doesn't want to hit me either. I'm just pretty untouchable from these shells in this race for some reason. And we get a +24. And we're back. Coconut Mall. Yet another new lobby. Pretty sure I've spent more time looking for lobbies in today's session than I have actually playing the game. But we are in a quite great lobby, if I do say so myself. There's a Max VR player. I think there's a 50k VR player. There's a bunch of 20k VR players, and there's another player around my VR as well. So there should be some good VR gains if I can do well, at least in this next lobby. Again, it's been a super weird session for me. Basically lobby surfing. The lobbies keep dying after like no time at all as well. It's been really hard to just stick one out and play. It seems like typically this has been my experience, at least, where you find these high VR players, and as soon as you start winning a race here and there, they back out very quickly. You know, they do not like losing their VR. And again, I think they're just trying to farm the really low rated players like you guys saw in that first race of the video, where the majority of the players in the lobby were only like 1 to 3,000 VR. Super new to the game. Really not fair to put them in a lobby with any players around my VR level, if not higher. And I just basically did nothing there, and now we're all the way in second. This Iggy has a bit of a lead. We have triple mushrooms though, and the super horn in the pocket. We're getting bumped by this peach like crazy though. You know, I'm just going to use it because that peach has triple red shells, and I want to get rid of those. We also dodged the red shell coming for me. So overall, that was a pretty solid usage of the super horn. This Iggy actually opted not to use their super horn. They took the red shell. So now if a blue shell comes, they can dodge it. And oh no, I pulled that mushroom rather way too late. I was going to miss the shortcut, then I went for it anyways. I don't even know what I just did there. Go ahead and grab the double. Hopefully we can get a couple of red shells. Okay, we can't, but those mushrooms are going to help me catch up to first place here. That is for sure. And see if I can pull a couple of red shells. Is there going to be a blue shell here at the end as well? Okay, we get even more mushrooms. So I think first is out of the question here. But I will be able to secure a second place in this next room. It's really not bad at all. We just barely avoid that red shell. The shock was out too. So things could have definitely ended badly there for me at the end of the race. Thankfully, we finish just in time though. And now we get a plus 23. And we're back. DK Summit for this next race. One of my favorites. We've actually been playing quite a few of my favorite courses today, funny enough. You know, we had Snowland, Cheeseland, Koopa Cape, DK Summit. Overall, a very fun session. Of course, super strange, as I've been saying, you know, trying to just find lobbies has been a struggle. I don't know if it's something to do with the Nintendo servers, because the last episode of Road to 20k was just like this, where I basically spent more time finding rooms than I did playing, and that was in Worldwides. That's actually why I decided to play Regionals today. It's because I was playing Worldwides for half the video in the last video, and it just took so long to find a lobby, I opted to go for the Regionals instead. Wow, that Link just barely beats me out for the box, and I might get red shelled because of that. I will indeed. That is unfortunate. I thought I had enough speed. They must have landed a little bit closer to the boost panel there. And I'm actually going to get double redded here. Triple redded. Okay, that one goes by me. There's fire. We're getting comboed. The blue is out though, at least, so it's going to take out that Link. Wow, that Shy Guy player is even bumping me. So I thought this combo was supposed to have a bit more weight because of the Ink Striker and Inkling Boy, but apparently not. You know, I've been getting bumped around like absolutely crazy. And wow, that was a pretty big fail on my end, trying to go for that shortcut. I can go ahead and chain my star. I need some more coins. I'll take the shortcut here. We get the shock dodge. We have the red shell and the mushroom. I think that's the second shock dodge of the video. Let's go. Go ahead and go for the double cut here. Brake drift a little bit. Am I going to fail this? Okay, I just basically barely made it there. And we have definitely cut the lead down after getting comboed there on lap 1. We're all the way up in 4th. Top 3 are right here. This player has the mushroom. I'm just going to red shell them. I believe they red shelled me earlier, so I'll just go ahead and do that. The bomb is off. I can save this mushroom for the shortcut. Actually, I'll chain it because we have yet another mushroom here. And the blooper's out. I can get rid of that with the boost panel here, though. That was a little bit better than that last lap for sure. I'll go ahead and chain that. What else can we get here? Maybe some good protection. That player has the super horn. We get the red shell. So do I want to red them out, get rid of their super horn? I think I will, actually. Just so I don't get taken out. You know, typically, if you get too close to a player with super horn, they're going to super horn you, even if it's not, you know, in their best interest to. So typically, it's better to save it for some protection. Like, I guess it didn't really matter because we're not going to be able to pass them. I'll hold on to my 3rd place here, though. So I could not make it up back to 1st after getting taken out at the start, after getting bumped off the item, getting red shelled, getting comboed. We came back to 3rd, though. We could hold our own there, so overall not too bad of a race. Should see some good VR gains, and we get a plus 17. And we are finally here, 3DS Toad Circuit. It always happens, it always comes up in my videos. I don't know what it is. We have another male, or Ink Striker boy, not male Ink Striker. I'm thinking of male villager when I said that. On the Ink Striker. And of course, I'm going to do a little bit of bagging here. Hopefully I can do a little bit better than I have been. I don't know what it is, but the ending shortcut on this track always gives me a lot of trouble. I always seem to hit the pipe when the pressure is on, you know, when there's like a red shell chasing me or something. And I always end up failing, losing a couple spots, and overall just not having a good race. So maybe I can turn things around this time. It's a pretty good pull. I'm going to keep chaining though, see if we can get like the bullet bill, maybe the shock or something crazy. This player does not have a name, using Mario Standard. I don't know what's going on with that. And I'll let this golden expire. I'll go ahead and catch up just a little bit with the mushrooms in the off-road here. Go for the double box. I think I'll wait. Okay, that player's actually not going to go for it. That player gets bombed. Looks like the blue shell is out. I'm going to go to the side. We get the boo here, so I'll go ahead and use that now. Hopefully we can get another dodge here. We've gotten a couple shock dodges so far. We get triple mushrooms. That's not too bad. We have another mushroom in the pocket. So I'm actually going to hold on to this for now. Hopefully I can not get comboed, not get taken out by anyone. I'll go ahead and go into the off-road here. I'm going to actually go wide on purpose to avoid that player. That Shy Guy with the red shell. Looks like someone gets redded there. We have the double mushrooms here. We're in 2nd now, actually. This player in 1st is right here. We almost get green shelled. We're somehow avoiding all the items. We almost get red shelled. We don't. And we're almost there in 1st. Super close to the end. We finished in 2nd, though. Super smooth shortcut, at least for me. And we secure the second, and we get the plus 23. And we're back. Maple Tree Way, yet another great course. So many weak courses in today's video. Ink Striker, Inkling Boy, top 2 in that last race. Can we keep it up? Can we get the first again here? I think that was a player in their, 20k range. That one, the player that has around 50k actually did fairly bad, got like a middle spot, so we were able to maybe steal some VR from them. I failed a little bit. We get the double anyways. What can we get? We get the double red shells. I can go ahead and take out both of those players. Actually, it looks like it lagged. That player also steals that that mushroom. What am I even talking about? But we're keeping up here. We're in second. That bomb was very close. Too close for comfort. I don't know how I didn't get taken out. Almost hit it there. No mushrooms for us. That player has the red shell. They're going to actually hit us now because that player got the draft. So I'm going to take out my protection here just so I do not get taken out there. Everyone has some shells. Probably going to trail. Got to watch out for that. And it is neck and neck here. Quite a good race already. That player has the red. They're going to finally throw it there. Thankfully, we still had some protection. What else can we get here? We get the mushroom. So hopefully they don't pull another red shell here. It looks like they have the super horn though. And they're going to horn me, of course. I was expecting that to happen. That is one of the worst places to get hit because the respawn is just so slow with Lakitu. We're going to hit with that boomerang as well. Looks like they both have boomerangs. So many boomerangs going off. Now we are all the way down in the pack here. We get the star in the pocket though. That is a great item. And of course there's a shock. I was going to save it for a little bit, but we cannot get the shock dodge there. That's going to help us out, at least catch up to the front of the pack. So we're going to grow a little bit faster than the rest of the racers here in front of us. And yeah, the pack is super close. The front of the pack is just up here, not too far ahead. Got to watch out for these green shells that this player has. Looks like they will back that one. The blue is out. We avoid the last one. We get the red shell. Not a great pull for 5th, but you can see the player in first just up ahead there. They're going to get blue shell. Too bad they didn't save their super horn from earlier. They could have taken care of that. Get another coin here. Get another item. What else can we get? If we can get some good pulls here, we should be in a good position to get a, maybe a podium finish, maybe a top 3, depending on what we can get. I'll go ahead and throw that red shell forward. Try to get this ground shroom. Looks like I just miss it. I'll go ahead and back this green shell as well. What else can we get? We get triple reds. That is a great pull. But that player has a star. They also got triple reds. We get the boomerang. They get the star. That is an awful pull for us. Everyone behind us has a power item as well. We can get rid of this blooper, thankfully, but that is just not a good pull on our end. Blue shell is out. Got to watch out for that. We might get starred here again. Go ahead and throw this boomerang forward. See if we can take out anyone. Looks like it does connect. That player has triple reds. There's another shock. So many shocks this race. And we're going to get target shocked. We're actually going to miss the box. So that is going to completely ruin my race. Just some super bad luck this race for us. Nothing we can really do. Getting super horned off the edge. Getting shocked twice. Getting target shocked at that. And it looks like I will salvage. Actually, no, I don't pass that player. I get the 10th. And I will lose 15 VR. And we're back. Daisy Cruiser looking to make a bit of a redemption race here after that horrific last race. Unfortunately, nothing was really going our way, but that's really the first time I've gotten a bad spot all video. So in hindsight, I really can't complain all that much. I don't think I've lost VR. Maybe one other race I had a VR loss besides that one. So overall, we're having a pretty good session as usual in these regional lobbies. Not much to complain about. Some good races. We have double protection in first. I was kind of worried about this track coming up because we started in the back, but I was able to pull ahead into first already super early on. Get up to 9 coins here, double protection. What else can we get? I'll go ahead and back this red shell, see if we can hit anyone. It looks like we do connect. And we're in a good spot here, of course. It's probably going to be a blue shell soon, and the pack is very close, so we need to be wary of that. Go ahead and chain my items here in this next room, the rolling tables. See what else we can get. Go ahead and chain both of them. We get the super horn, but unfortunately it is in the front slot. I should have held onto that coin so that I didn't have the super horn in the front just in case there is a ghost. We are starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. I hit the wall though. That is not going to help me out. Lose a little bit of speed. Actually, that Tanuki Mario player is lagging, so they're actually not as far back as I thought. And there's the ghost, just like I thought would happen. And now we do not have a super horn. We get the banana though. At least it's in the pocket just in case there's a second ghost. I find that happens quite often where there's multiple ghosts stealing your items. Go ahead and chain that. Oh, I missed the other item though, unfortunately. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. We have the coin, so I can keep this in the front. Should be able to get another good item for protection in the back. And actually, we have even more of a lead now. I'm not sure what happened. I think the pack just taking each other out. The blue shell is out. It doesn't really matter. We're going to secure the first here. Can we back anyone? Oh, that player's actually going to get blued in second. They're going to get passed by a couple players as well. And we're actually so far ahead of the pack somehow. It's going to be a while before everyone else finishes. Looks like they're finally finishing up here. Let's see our VR gains for this next race. The shock is out. We get a +30. And we have Amsterdam Drift for this next race. Looking to get another first place after a good race last time. Pretty easy front run, you know, all things considered. Getting bumped a little bit, but we can somehow recover and pass that player right away. We get the banana. I will trail that. Green is out trying to snipe someone. We somehow get sniped there. I don't know, 3 of us get taken out. It went right through my banana. I'm not really sure what happened there. Go ahead and snag the double. Try to get back into the race here. We get the red shell. Gotta watch out for those triple greens. We get sniped again, it looks like. We're all the way down in 9th. We can red shell that player though and pass them. The pack is super tight. It's still very early in this race, but already getting sniped a couple times. We get the triple greens here. Can we hit anyone? It looks like I completely missed with that one. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me there. Go ahead and try to snipe that player. I'm not sure if that actually connected or if it was just lag. Super early blue shell is out as well. This race has just been so chaotic already. We're getting bumped. We get the fire flower though. So I can go ahead and take out that player maybe. Looks like I am able to get rid of their red shell as well, which is always nice. And I will try to go for the double here. I miss it. Try not to get trailed by that player. The bomb is out. We hop around the corner. We get yet another fire flower here. And that player's in a ghost. Gotta watch out for those triple bananas. Those players both get taken out. With greens, I don't know what's going on here. We're somehow in 3rd and 2nd. First is right here as well. And this race has just been so chaotic so far. That player's going the wrong way. They're pretty far behind. That player's as well. Did I just super horn that player in last? Yeah, they had the shock in their hand. I think I did. This has been such a crazy race. That player gets blue shelled. We're going to be able to just barely pass them here. Pull into first. Oh no, we're going to get passed by a player that grew way before us though. Not sure if they dodged or what. But now we are down in 3rd place. I'm going to go for the double. Never mind. I'm going to have to go for the single. Oh no, I hit the wall. Completely stopped there. Now we're down in 4th. We trail that player. There's a green shell flying around. And a snake like crazy. Just try to hold on to my 4th here. It looks like I will do just that. What a crazy race that was. We should be able to get a VR gain here either way. And we have DS Peach Gardens for this next race. Trying to get another first place to finish off the video here. One final hurrah. I actually believe I'm very close to getting almost 200 VR for the session as well. That was a pretty horrific shortcut. So that'd be awesome if I could pull that off, you know, get 200 in one session. It's been a while since that's even happened. Maybe one of the earlier episodes. It probably was a regional lobby like this one, if I had to guess. I pretty much only gain VR, don't really lose any VR. We're going to get redded after we trail someone. Should have held on to that green shell. I can go ahead and wait here, use my mushroom, get the double box, get another mushroom. We get 2 mushrooms actually. We're going to get a nice mushroom boost from that player. Gotta watch it for the boomerang. Unfortunately, that one gets stolen. We're going to get super horned here. We're actually not, surprisingly. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, players are normally very trigger happy when it comes to super horns. Me included for the most part. The shock is out. Wow, I almost get shocked off the edge. This is another race where we are back down to the bottom, you know. That Maple Tree Away race, we were just getting comboed left and right. We had a good couple races there. But we were just back to in the thick of it, unfortunately. Getting hit left and right. I'll go ahead and just avoid all those other players. Mushroom up. We're actually up into 3rd. I can only seemingly pull mushrooms here. I'll go ahead and chain that just so I can try to get the double because I saw that player was close. We get the triple greens. That's a bomb. The blue shell is out. Gotta watch out for that. Can we get the snipe here on that player? It looks like we just barely missed them. That's a boomerang. Gotta watch out for that. We can go ahead and combo this player after they got red shell there, rather blue shelled. Oh, but I hit myself actually. Go ahead and hit them again. Now the player in first has a little bit of a breakaway. We pulled a single red. I only have 2 coins here. So I'm gonna go a little bit wide. Get some more coins. I'll actually miss one. And I will chain this red shell at this next set. Try to get some better items. Some good power items maybe to help me take the shortcut at the very end of the track. We actually get 4 reds, but that player lag trails us, or rather, we lag trail them, and takes 2 of them out, unfortunately. Looks like the blue shell is out as well. That red shell connects. We can get up to 10 coins here. And we're in a good position now all of a sudden. And never mind, we're actually going to get red shelled. I'll have to use my mushroom there. Thankfully, I was able to chain it. There's the shock. I'm going to have to go super wide for this double. What can we get? We get the red shell. Go ahead and throw it. We take each other out. Their bomb hits me. But now both of us, that player had the super horn, that player has a mushroom. I'm probably not going to get a good spot here because everyone had mushrooms around me and was able to take the ending shortcut. Can I outline any of these players at the very end? Looks like I will outline one player, finish in 4th. That should be a pretty solid VR gain. Once these players cross the line, we get a plus 15. And that will do it for today's episode of Road to 20,000 VR. We started the episode with 17,365 VR, and we finished the episode with 17,565 VR. That is a gain of exactly 200, the most VR I've gained in quite a while. And I can, credit that to the regional lobbies. I was able to find a super fun room, lots of high VR players that I was able to steal some VR from. And also just overall a lot of really fun maps. I had a really fun time in today's episode using Inkling Boy Ink Striker as well. As always, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.